And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in the Achievement Hunter series. And away we go. We are now at a place where we can start automating science to progress our system, because we need to get into fluid handling, advanced material processing, most likely engines, which will kind of lead into I think it's the blue science packs that use the regular engines, and then the purple science takes the electric engines. So pretty sure that's how it goes. But we're also going to need oil processing, which is a green. So I want to get these automated, and I've got a total of 10 labs. Yeah, I crafted 9 more labs, just in a temporary setup. I didn't pocket craft them at all. 9 more labs. So, if we want reds use gears. Lots and lots of gears. So, we are working on, I think Os put together this iron setup here to supplement our iron, because just with the crafting that we have, pretty much tapping our production. So we've got this extra iron here, which should go a long ways in maximizing our throughput. So the first thing we're going to want for these reds are some gears. So I'm going to come down here a little bit, leave a little bit of space, and I'm going to make a little gear setup. And these are going to be put on this side of the belt. So if we put a belt here, like that, and I don't know if I don't think I have any inserters, so let's take care of that. No crafting of things. So if we put inserters like that, these are going to be gears. These are going to be put on the outside of the belt, so we need actually copper to come on the inside of the belt like that. So we can just pull copper right off there if we want. And then, so that is the reds. And how many reds do we want? Well, if we look, it takes 0.5 seconds to make a gear wheel. Well, if we do the math on that, we have 2 of these. So we're going to get 2 in second. Well, that's 4 per second, ideally. And we need 1 every 5 seconds. So we're doing 4 per second. That's like, we'll be able to support like 20 of these red science. But we're not going to have 20 red science. I think we're gonna stick with like 6 for now. I don't want to go too far over, because resources are a little on the short side. So these are going to be red all the way across. I know it's really dark here. We really need to get some lights. I'm gonna steal one of these lights and build it over here, so everybody can see what the heck is going on. Let's get this connected to the system. Forgot it. Don't have long reach. So there we go. All right, and now we're gonna have the output of these on the outside like this. Leave a little gap, little space in there for some extra assemblers. So there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So right in here, we'll be able to add these up, and I'm out of belt. So leaving a little space just allows us to just maximize our resources, so we can balance this a little if needed. So the iron we're going to have come in right in here. So I'm going to underground this copper right here, so we can pull right from this new iron line right into here, because this is going to draw a lot of iron out of the system. Not to mention getting green set up, which is a whole another ball of wax. All right. So there's reds basically ready to go. And now I just need to do the one splitter I have left right in there. And we are good. I do need another splitter. Do you have another splitter, Oz?
Yep.
Can you put it on copper right above? Right up here?
Ah, gotcha.
So, there we go. We now are going to be able to automate red science. So greens are their own little monster. They take inserters and transport belts. So both of these take manufactured items, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to, do it so far back here. So we need, just like this setup up here, we need another setup for gears. And I think, oh, look at that. Iron, we already got one achievement. Produced 20,000 iron plates per hour. We just nailed that achievement. So yeah, Achievement Hunter is a go. So if we look at this, let's see, there it is, transport belt. So this uses one transport belt every 6 seconds. And if we look at the transport belt, we actually get two every half a second. So in 6 seconds, if we do the math on this, that's 4 a second. In 6 seconds, oh, my head hurts. What is that, 24? So in 6 seconds, this makes, so that's 4 a second. Yeah, 4 times 6, 24. So one assembler for transport belt will be able to support 24 assemblers for the green circuits. So we do not need a whole lot of belt assemblers for this. Now the inserters, different story, because these, again, we're getting every half a second, but these are going to consume a lot more resources, and we don't get two of them. But we still, I think, will be able to get away with just one inserter assembler. So the transport belt, again, is going to be gears and iron plate. So if we set this up, I'm going to kind of tuck it in here kind of arbitrarily. So this one's going to be gears. This one's going to be the transport belt. And then we'll have iron come in right in here. So we're going to need some more iron right there. Now, for the inserter, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 away here. And this is going to be our inserter. Now, we also need gears for this. But we also need circuits. So this one, again, will be gears. So I can just copy and paste that. This one is going to be green circuits. And this one's going to be copper cable. So we need copper coming right there. And we need some more iron coming along all of that. So that will give us both ingredients for our green setup. And we're going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 on these. And we can support way more. I mean, this one assembler is going to be able to support 24 of these. So 8 will be pretty good. If we look at the inserter now, we're making one every half second. So that's basically 2 a second. Well, it takes, again, 6 seconds. So we're able to support 12 assemblers. So 8 it's going to be plenty. I don't mind if they back up. I actually prefer that. So yeah, I don't mind that they back up like that. So there is the greens, and the output is going to go right out like this. And then again, if we want 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we can go up like that. And there is a little bit of a buffer that we can use for greens. I'm not sure what Oss is up to, but hopefully he is helping distribute these, because I don't have any splitters or anything ready to go.
I'll catch up in a sec.
So there's an underground for iron here, copper here, and again iron here. So I do have some of these ready to go. Let's get some inserters going. So I'm going to have 2 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 2 there, and then 1 of these on each. Do you have any splitters and stuff? Can you go to the bus and
Sure.
get the material run in? Okay, so that takes care of the iron. That takes care of the inserters and all the glorious stuff that has to go on there. We have 1 iron here, because I saw that extra iron set up, and I'm not sure how that's going to work. But do I have any power poles? I don't think I have any power poles left. Ooh, I might need to automate those.
I just gave you some.
Oh, sweet.
That's the main thing I was working on, getting some of those set up.
So get 1 there, get 1 there, 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 there. There we go. There we go. Now we've got it. Sweet, sweet inserters going. And I need another copper there. There we go. Now we've got some stuff going in. Probably want to automate. Well, semi-automate. We can pull from this copper cable here and make this the thing there, and where Oz is standing, we can make that the wood, and just use, you know, whatever wood we have. Load those in, load those in, load those down. Sort of like that. Probably double that up just to make that a little bit better. And then we can take those down from there. So as long as we can just toss in a bunch of wood in there and be happy about that. I want to make sure to get rid of all of my things and stuff. I'm going to put this in with that just to get it out of my inventory. The only other thing that we really need more of is undergrounds, and I think undergrounds will go really nicely right here. So I can just go in here and grab undergrounds that are in there. You can see how much iron we're actually consuming now. It's pretty impressive. We are really ready for the next level of production, which means come over here. We should now, we are now starting to make green science. So I want to avoid this coal right here. I don't want to deal with that. So we're going to go underneath and create our little setup for research. So if we're going to go, I'm not going to worry about, I'm really not going to worry about, what do we want to do here? I'm not going to worry about beacons or anything like that, kind of what I've done in the previous series. I'll go back a little bit further. Do you have a research setup that you like, Os?
Just an end game one.
Yeah, those are all mine too. It's like you get these beginning ones, and it's hard to decide. If I do one long line, it'd be a little easier, a little heavier on the belt, but a little easier to work with because you can separate these like this, and you can actually get, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So you can get all of them as long as you share. So like this one here will be shared between red and green. So red and green will come in here, and then green will come in there, and then red will come in here. So as long as you can share them, it's all good.
Did you mean to extend it like this?
Yep. So obviously we need a red. Do you have any red long-handed inserters?
Yep.
Toss one of those on each one of these. And now the greens are trickling in. It's good to go. Looks like something is up with my belt. Why is this? Okay, I need to double up the output. It's just not fast enough. And I need inserters. Let's go down to inserter land. Or I could use one fast inserter. That would work too. Let's replace that. There we go. So let's supercharge this here. There we go. A little bit improved. Just want to make sure we're moving this as fast as possible. Getting those maxed out. Same up here. Let's double this up. This should be fine. I just wanted to make sure this was pushing out as fast as possible as well. Let's maybe even increase that. Even if it stops, we're fine. But making sure that's doing as fast as possible. There's a little hitch on this green circuit, but it's because the ratio is a little off. So now we have ability to research. So let's kick off a research. Fluid handling, red only, but it's a pretty expensive one, 100 of those things. Or we could do oil processing. We're going to want, I mean, it's kind of pointless to have pump jacks without tanks. So I'd like to get this one going first. And I do know, I mean, people comment all the time, I do know that you can move between the research labs. I know that you can do that. But I've never had any success doing it efficiently. Because when one runs out, they usually all run out. And so it's constantly trying to keep feeding it. It just never works for me. I've never seen it. Never gotten it to look good and work well and be efficient. So I try to be efficient. So this is bothering me. Why this is so... This is going at the maximum speed. It's just the fact that it's three, it's three cables just bothers me. So if we wanted this one to maximize on speed, we would need it. We would need another copper cable, but so far it looks like it's keeping up. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's keeping up with that. All right. That takes care of a whole lot of science. And if we're racing to launch a rocket, we're not going to worry about uranium. We're not going to worry about nukes. We're not going to worry about modules. Well, we're going to have to do a little moduling because I think we're going to need high-tech science. So we're going to need at least the basic speed modules. So if we look at speed modules here, we're going to need at least the basics for the high-tech science. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.